Hello, this is the Yamaha U3H made in 1974, 131 centimeters tall, and this is a piano that's come in through the trade. It was originally sold in Japan, has been shipped over to the UK as a second-hand piano. The reason I'm just looking at the pedals is because if you look carefully you can see that they've been covered in plastic, and very often clients don't remove this plastic. Though I recommend removing it really. It could make a little bit of noise, but if you want to keep it on, that's obviously going to keep the pianos, save you having to buff them up at all at any stage. Now internally and externally the piano is in perfect condition. If you look at the hammers here, you'll see there's just practically no wear on them at all. It's very common for pianos not to have been used in Japan and then be shipped over to the UK. So that's very encouraging, because a lot of pianos come in like that, and they come in on a container obviously from Japan. Now one small issue which often happens, I discovered here, is that the hammers tend to catch the Celeste rail felt here. That can cause them to feel sticky, and sometimes clients will say my piano's got sticky hammers because they play them very gently and the hammer actually catches on there and doesn't come back. It's often around this area they tend to catch, as you can see, just touching. So with the Celeste it sounds like this, and obviously it's useful for practicing scales and things if you don't want to disturb people so much. Now there's plenty of scope for the Celeste to be up a bit higher, because if you look at the hammer it's hitting almost sort of a third of the way up it. So if we engage the Celeste like that and we turn it this way, that will make the Celeste go up. So now if I'm turning the adjustment, we can see the Celeste going up, and it can't go up too far obviously because it won't work, so we have to see what point we can take it to. So I'm just going to test it now, and that's fine. Much lower down, but just check them all. So they're all working, and the Celeste is high enough now. If we lift the Celeste off, hopefully we'll see that it's plenty high enough, and the hammers won't touch the hammers at all. Could be a bit lower, but obviously there's a point at which you want to leave it. Perhaps that height would be about right, so we'll adjust it so it's about there. So that's a bit further down now, and let's just double check that it engages. Yes, there we are. So that's going to be fine. So that's a beautiful mellow toned U3H, and the 70s, 1970s, 74 tends to be very mellow, and really pleased with the piano. There's just a few things, small adjustments to make, like the Celeste here, and the pedal half blow was not quite as far as it should go, but very minor things really. But the main thing here is the weight of the keys is 62, 63 there. If we put this is 63 grams weight here on middle C. So if I put my foot on the pedal first, you must put that on if you check the weights, and that just about goes down. That's 63, so it's going down quite positively there, so I'm calling out 62, and this is 63 I'm calling, if you just overcome the inertia by knocking underneath the keyboard, and that's going down at 63. So that's too high really, and there's quite a lot of variety. If we put this one here, that's a bit lower, that's about 62 I suppose, 63, and that's maybe 60. So they're generally too high. They need to be 50 would be what we were aiming for the middle. If we check some new pianos, you'll see what I mean. This is a new Feurich 122, so again with foot on the pedal, this is 63 grams going down very nicely. So that's 52 grams, and that's very acceptable really. Feurich normally put their pianos 50, 52, that kind of range. Let's look at the next key. So that's a bit faster, so that would be more like 51, maybe 50. And this one is a bit heavier, so we usually set plus or minus 2 grams. We made just a little bit of reweighting on this new Feurich, just so that it's really as precise as possible. So the top quality new pianos have more precise down weight, and up weight's important as well. The up weight on the Feurich is about 22 grams. That's the maximum weight you put on, and the key still comes up. So 22, maybe 23 grams. And the up weight on the Yamaha is about 40 grams, but that'll come down once we reduce the down weight. Now we'll see we've reduced the down weight to around about 48 grams, so just a bit less, 47 grams. So we want to be within the range of about 47 to 52. And the output's about 22 grams. This is 20 grams, and if I leave it down, it comes up. It doesn't come up quite as smoothly as on the Feurich, but it's more or less coming up at 22 grams. So let's compare the tone with some other pianos. And this is a Knight made in 1979, top quality English piano. It's shorter than the Yamahas, but I rate it as highly as an instrument. So that's the Yamaha U3H made in 1974, and we've sold many pianos made in this era. We're so pleased with the tone of them, and the touch of this one was too heavy, but as you I've tried to show how we can improve it, and there are other videos to show the process that we use. So I hope that's been helpful. Thank you very much for listening. If you're interested in the piano, please do write to us, info@robertspianos.com.